Hello and welcome to All the Ass. Now this is going to be a glutes workout where we're going to use different bits of equipment. So if you have kettlebells at home, if you have dumbbells at home, you can use dumbbells or kettlebells for this workout. Throughout I'm going to show you how to use different ones. If you want to see the different exercises on the app, you can go in there and they're all listed before the workout. If you're just following along on YouTube for fun, then you'll be able to see how I change all the way through. So you don't need loads of kit, you just need either one dumbbell, one kettlebell. You can do it with 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells as well. Okay, so we're going to do glute work. So we're going to do Sumo Deads, we're going to do kettlebell swing, we're going to have reverse lunges and some one-legged Rdls as well, which are always fun to do. So make sure you are warmed up. We're going to do some leg stuff, so make sure your knees are warmed up, your lower back's warmed up. Through the workout, by combining the Sumo Deads and the Kettlebell Swings, sometimes you might get a little bit of a pump in your lower back. Certainly I get that after doing lots of Kettlebell Swings. If that happens, just take a rest, take sort of 5 minutes or so, and so let the numbing go, and then go back into it. Don't put yourself into an injury by trying to get a workout. It's not going to be good for you long term. Okay, so we're going to go into the first compound set, which is Sumo Deads and then a kettlebell swing. So we're going to use kettlebell for the first one. Okay, let's get started. So for a Sumo deadlift, stand slightly wide, kettlebell in front of you, and come down, grasp both, and then squeeze up. Now for this exercise, I'm leaning slightly forward as I'm coming up, if you can see from the side. So I'm going to do 10. So as I'm coming up, I'm leaning slightly forward. So then what that does, it then pushes it onto the glutes. If I was to lean back like you do with normal deadlifts, it takes it off the glutes slightly. So we're going to do 10 leaning forward. So 1, let's go again. So if you've done a couple already, bonuses. 3. So you're leaning slightly forward, squeezing the glutes as you're coming up. And this isn't about massive weight, because we want the glutes to be taking the weight. If it's about massive weight, you would use the traditional form to get more, and then you'd lose your back a little bit more. So leaning forward to squeeze the glutes. Going to get 10, and then we're going to do kettlebell swings. So kettlebell swings, going to come up, come forward, and then squeeze the glutes as you come up. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips through. You shouldn't be lifting with your arms, just squeezing, pushing your hips through, and all you're doing with the arms is just following the movement. I think that's about 8. Okay, and squeezing the glutes on every single one. Give yourself a 10-second rest, and then we're going to do reverse lunges. Now I'm going to do them off a block. By doing them off a block, get a little bit more recruitment from the glute. If you haven't got a block home or step home, that's absolutely fine. Just do it reverse lunges on the floor. So to do with a kettlebell, you can either hold it to the side or up on a goblet position. So I'm going to use a goblet position. Stand up onto the step, then I come down, not too far back. Pause at the bottom, push up, then go the other side. And then get about 10 reps. Remember to pause at the bottom, it's really important. That is what then brings the glutes into play. Pause, squeeze, a couple more. One more. Hey, if you're using dumbbells, you can hold the dumbbells to the side as you do that. You can do that on the next exercise. Okay, so then we're going to go into, have a little rest, go into the second set, which is Sumo Deads, Kettlebell Swing, 10-second rest, and then we're going to do one-legged Romanian deadlift. Now that does take a little bit of practice, so you might want to pause the video and just have a go before we go through the reps. Okay, take about 10 to 20 seconds rest, and then we're going to go back into the Sumo Deads. Get your breath back. So I'm going to use a kettlebell again for this one, and then in the next set, so we're going to use dumbbells. Okay, so 10 Sumo Deads again. Remember, we're looking to lean forward and push the emphasis onto the glutes. From here, so for this technique, try pushing the floor away rather than trying to stand up. Now it does sound stupid, but if you try and push the floor away, you get more recruitment from the legs and not from the back. Squeeze the glutes each time, and you can't see this, but my glutes actually are firing. And this helps you if you do have, say, strong quads. It helps you to focus on firing your glutes so that actually you can bring your squat up as well. Okay, you're going to get it 10. And this isn't, don't do this fast. If you do this fast, you'll generally tend to pull with your back. You want your back as a dead hook and your legs and the glutes doing the work. Okay, so that's 10. And then we're going to do 10 kettlebell swings. Remember to push the hips through. Okay, let's go for 10. Push the hips through, squeeze the glutes as you come up. Squeeze, come forward, squeeze, relax, squeeze. Remember, you're not trying to lift with the shoulders. You're pushing through with the hips. Let's get 10. I think that's about 7. Okay, there's 10. And then we're going to do one-legged RDLs. This is quite a difficult exercise to do. I may or may not make it look easy. You might want to have something to hold on to, like a chair or something like that, just while you get used to the exercise. So I'm going to demonstrate it. I don't have a chair, so I'm chancing myself here. So for one-legged RDL, stand with the weight to the side or to the front, whichever you prefer. Now, as you come down, you want the weight that you hold the weight on the leg that you're trying to work. So if I'm going to work my left leg, keep the weight on your left side. Okay, so from here, arm out, we're going to counterbalance our body with our non-working leg. So you come forward, oh, hit the box, squeeze, so pause at the bottom, and then as you erect yourself, squeeze the glute to pull yourself up. And we don't let our leg go all the way back. Come forward. Ooh, nearly fell over. Squeeze the glute to bring yourself up. This is a very difficult exercise to master. You will wobble on your foot, so it's very important that you do it under strict control. And if you need to, hold on to a chair or pole or a wall. Oh, then you fell over. One more. This will work the hamstrings, but if you squeeze the glute to pull yourself up, you will be able to focus on the glute. Other side, only 5 aside. Okay, go again. Let's hope I don't fall over. Okay, arm out, leg back to counterbalance. Come forward. Ooh. Pause. Squeeze the glute to come up. Now it will take a toll on you, which is why I'm starting to feel it already, because my glute has already been worked. Ooh. Squeeze to bring it up. Come forward. Squeeze to bring up. Ooh. Go again. One more. Ooh, a very difficult exercise. I'm quite glad I didn't fall over there because I was quite close to it. We're only going to do that twice in this workout. The reverse lunges is going to be on the next one. The idea of introducing the one-legged RDL is to bring more glute activation in. Now, you can't see how I'm feeling, but my glute does feel activated because I've taken the time to stimulate it with that exercise. It will take time to learn. If you're doing it yourself, make sure you hold on to a chair for the first time, because otherwise you probably will end up on your face. Okay, we're going to give ourselves about 10 seconds. We're going to go to the third set, which is Sumo Deads, Kettlebell Swing, and then into reverse lunges. Now I can already feel this working my glutes. I'm only using a 12 kilo kettlebell, so it is about how you stimulate the muscle. It's not so much about the weight. Okay, ready to go. If you need a bit more rest, pause the video, or if you've fallen flat on your face after doing the RDLs, just pick yourself up, put a plaster on. Right, let's go again. Sumos. Remember, lean forward, squeeze the glutes, push the floor away. Remember, it's not about doing it fast. It's about engaging the glute muscles and squeezing them at the top. Make sure you touch the floor. Squeeze the glute. 2 more. Squeeze the glute. And as you're coming up, you should be slowing down and squeezing. You see my body shaking there. It's not because the weight's too much. It's because I'm engaging my glutes and I'm trying to stabilize myself. Okay, kettlebell swing. Let's go for 10. Okay, let's go. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips through. Okay, finish it in 10, and then we're going to do reverse lunges. So for this, I'm going to use the dumbbells to show you how to use it with a dumbbell. So if we've got a dumbbell, if you've got a kettlebell, you would hold it as a goblet squat. If you've got 2 dumbbells, you do it this way. Okay, stand up. We're going to do 5 a slide. Going to come down, pause. It's actually easier to do it with 2 dumbbells either side because of the balance. When you've got a kettlebell on your chest, it's very difficult. Remember, pausing, engaging the glute here, not looking to do it fast. There is a balance consideration. Couple more. One more for luck. I think I miscounted a little bit. Okay, have a little rest. And then we're going to go into Sumo Deads, kettlebell swings, but I'm going to use the dumbbells for that. So if you've got a kettlebell, obviously continue using that. I'm going to use the dumbbells to show you how to adapt to that one. Have a little rest. I'm going to have a little drink. This is actually water in a monster can. Or Stella. Right. Another 20 seconds because we're going to go into the next set. So we're going to use dumbbells this time. We're going to do Sumo Deads with a dumbbell. And then we're going to do kettlebell swings with a dumbbell. And then we're going to do reverse lunges. No, one-legged RDL with a dumbbell. Okay, so Sumo Deads first. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either treat it as a mini barbell. So if you've got an adjustable dumbbell at home, then you will have the ends of the dumbbell there which you can grab onto like a bar. If you've got fixed dumbbells, then you might not have that. So you might want to do it one-handed. So if you have fixed dumbbells, the way to do it is to, I'll come back a little bit, is to stand like this. Grasp one hand, other hand on here, squeeze up, come down, swap, squeeze up, come down. If you are obviously got an adjustable dumbbell, you would use it as a mini barbell. You'd start from there, squeeze, and then squeeze. Okay, so whichever option you want to do, decide what you want to do now. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, ready, go. I'm going to do one-handed option. I quite like that one. So hand on here. So push the floor away with the feet, squeeze, lean forward, squat, squeeze, lean forward, squat, squeeze, lean forward. Now this is quite a good way to force the form, because if you stood straight up with this, and if you're a guy, you'd be singing high in the shower after leaning back and smashing the dumbbell into you, and if you're a woman, an appropriate other analogy. So it forces you to lean forward, not pull the dumbbell back into you there. Let's go for another couple more reps. And you can actually load the dumbbell quite heavy here. I've kept it relatively light for demonstration purposes, but this is still taxing on my glutes. Okay, however many that was, let's hope 10. Now we're going to do kettlebell swing with the dumbbell, and this it can be quite taxing, quite challenging, depending on what type of dumbbell you've got. So I've got adjustable dumbbells. So if you've got a dumbbell which is fixed, it'd be slightly less of a worry. If you have got adjustable dumbbells with a clip on, obviously be careful of the clip coming off midway through. I'm going to pray that doesn't happen when I do this one. Okay, so we're going to come forward, I'm going to come squeeze, squeeze. Advisable to have a mat in front of you if the dumbbell does come apart. Okay, thankfully the clips I've got are quite sturdy, but you've got to be aware of that the clips might come off if you've got adjustable dumbbells. If you've got fixed dumbbells, it won't matter so much. Okay, and then we're going to go into one-legged RDL. So we're going to give yourself 10 seconds for this. Remember, the one-legged RDL is not an easy exercise. It's quite difficult to do. If I'm doing these in the gym, I would always hold on to something so I can get more reps. I'm not doing it here for demonstration purposes, but if you're going to do more reps than more than 5, I would probably hold on to something so that you do have that sort of stability. Remember, we're not looking for a show-off, an ego move here. We're looking to target the glutes. You can do that fine with holding on to something and without holding on to something. Okay, so we're going to do 5 again. Hope I don't fall over. Okay, let's go. Come forward. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Ooh. Stabilize yourself if you need to. Oh. Oh. So that's a 10 kilo dumbbell. There's 2.5, 5 kilo handle, and that is tough to do it one-handed. So don't get all ego at home thinking you're going to do like a 20 kilo dumbbell. It probably won't happen. Okay, we're going to go for other side this time. Oh, stabilize. That is a tough exercise. Now, normally if I was training in the gym, I'd probably do 10 of those, but like I said before, I'd have something to hold on to. So though it's nice to show off and do single arm and not fall over, if you want more reps, which I would probably suggest you do more reps, hold on to something, because as you fatigue, it's going to get a lot harder to pull yourself up against. And remember, the purpose here is bodybuilding, is to stimulate the muscle as much as possible, so it's fine to hold on to it. You're not going to lose any points for doing that. Okay, so last set coming up, Sumo Deads, Kettlebell Swing, then into reverse lunges. I'm going to go back to the kettlebell for the Sumo Deads and the Kettlebell Swing, and I'm going to use the dumbbells for the reverse lunges. Whew. Right, let's go. So if you need to take more rest, that's fine, just pause the video. If you're ready to go, then let's go. By all means, if you want to take more rest in between the supersets, if you want to do Sumo Deads, rest for 10 seconds before we do Kettlebell Swing, that's absolutely fine. Remember, it's about bodybuilding, it's about taxing the muscle, building the muscle, and this whole exercise, this workout is about building the glute. So if you can do more weight and take a bit more rest between sets, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. It's not an aerobics workout, it's a bodybuilding workout. Right, let's go for Sumo Deads. Squeeze. Squeeze. Let's go. Push the floor away, squeeze the glutes. Remember, just because it's the last set doesn't mean you can get away with doing crappy reps. Squeeze the glutes as you come up, and you will feel this now because of all the other stuff you've done. Your glutes should be on fire and firing nicely, and you can see that I'm engaging my glutes and my whole leg is shaking because it's so difficult to contract the glutes now. They've had a decent amount of work. Or let's go for a bonus and do the dumbbells. So let's do another 10, yeah? Okay, if you've got kettlebells, obviously just do kettlebells. Squeeze. Remember, it's about engaging the glutes. Squeeze each one. Oh. 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 Keep it going. I haven't done that now. Very silly move, going for a superset, Thomas. Know your limits, young sir. 2 more. Oh, wow, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, let's go for kettlebell swings. Okay, kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings, whichever you want to do. Let's go for 10 aside. Okay, ready? Let's go. Okay, squeeze the glutes, nice and tight, come on. Squeeze it in. Come on. 4 more. Oh, not doing 20 of those, that's for certain. So remember I said at the beginning the lower back can get pumped, can definitely happen, so I just got that happening just then. So 20 sumos and then 10 of those is enough. Last set we're going to go into is reverse lunges, so I'm going to use the dumbbells for that. Okay. Remember, pause at the bottom. Push up. Remember, it's a very slow, controlled movement, especially on a box. You can be very careful about balance. You should be able to really feel the glute working on this. The technique, come down the bottom, you try and press through the top, the elevated leg, and just support yourself with the bottom leg, just so you don't fall over. Ooh. Couple more. Go again. 2 more. Ooh. 1 more. Oh. Wow. Okay, so a very taxing workout on the glutes. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that in the morning. Definitely worked it. Let me know how you got on, and if you did high weight or high reps or whatever, and I'll see you next time.